Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott, and today we are painting the Eidolon, which is the newest character for the City-States army in Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. This is a really cool character model. I've had a lot of fun painting it, so let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. To get this model ready for painting, I've primed it using Ultra Matte Black Paint Plus Primer from Rust-Oleum. I've chosen black primer for this project because there's a lot of metallic colors, and metallic colors look better when they're painted over a black base. We're going to start this project off by base coating all of the flesh on the model using Deamonette Hide. Our next step is a bit of an experiment. We're going to take Screamer Pink, and I want to make the flesh look a little bit swollen, so I'm going to paint this anywhere that I want the skin to look like there's more blood running to it. So around the knees and in the most defined recesses between the muscles. Once we're happy with that pink base coat, we're going to take Carroburg Crimson and we're going to do a light wash of this over both colors of skin, and this will help blend those two colors together somewhat. After we've allowed that shade to dry, we're going to bring back Deamonette Hide. We're going to thin this down so it has the consistency of a glaze. We're then going to layer this over the curves of the muscle to bring back the definition. We're also going to use this to blend the pink and purple together a little bit. Our next step is to take Warpfiend Grey. We're going to thin this down a bit and begin layering this over the curves of the muscle. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that you do fewer layers as you get closer to the recesses and more layers as you get closer to the spots where the light would hit the most on the muscles. Once we've finished with that layer, we're going to do an additional coat of layering, this time using Slaanesh Grey. And once again, we are at the consistency of a glaze. We're only painting this in the spots that the light would catch the most on the muscles. We're done working on the skin. I wasn't sure if there was more I wanted to do with it, so we're just going to move on to the metallic parts of the model. We're going to begin by using Leadbelcher as the base color for most of the armor, as well as all the mechanical parts on the model. With that metallic base color in place, we're going to take Agrax Earthshade and do a heavy wash of this over all of the Leadbelcher. Once we've allowed that shade paint to dry, we're going to take Ironbreaker and we're going to layer this back over the Leadbelcher. We're not painting this in any of the recesses. This will help clean up the metal on the armor while still leaving the dirty grime in the recesses. With that all done, we're now going to take Stormhost Silver. We're going to use this to highlight the sharpest edges on the metal parts of the model. We're also going to be able to use this to add any scratches we want to the iron on the model. Now we're going to take Mechanicus Standard Grey. We're going to use this as the base color for any of the tubes that appear on the model. There are also these partial sleeves on the lower set of arms. We're going to paint those in this color as well. Once we're finished with that gray base coat, we're going to take Nuln Oil and do a wash of this over those gray areas. At this point, we're going to go back to working on the armor. We're going to take Balthasar Gold and use this as the base color for any armor we didn't paint with Leadbelcher earlier. We're going to shade the copper armor using Contrast Guilliman flesh. Once we've allowed that contrast paint to dry, we're going to go back through with copper from Acryl. We're going to layer this over the smooth surfaces of the armor, but we're not painting this in the recesses or anywhere that the contrast paint has pooled up. It's time to start working on this model's cape. We're going to take Naggaroth Night and use this as the base color. Once we've finished with that purple base coat, we're going to take Druchii Violet and we're going to use this to do a heavy wash over the cape on this model. Once we've allowed that shade to dry, we're going to take Xereus Purple. We're going to layer this over the wrinkles and curves in the cape. When you do this, just like the muscles, do less coats and thinner coats towards the recesses. Now that we're finished with that layering, we're going to take Genestealer Purple. We're going to use this to highlight the sharpest edges on the cape. All that's left to do on this model is paint the eyes. We're going to start by putting Grey Seer as the base color in each of the eye sockets. Once we have that white base color in place, we're going to take Contrast Blood Angel's Red, and we're going to use this like a wash to give color to the eyes, as well as hit the area around the eyes just a little bit. You'll want to use water to control just how thick this paint is, though. And with that, we've painted our city-states Eidolon. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to like the video and then subscribe to my channel so that you see future videos I make. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. If you would like to become a channel member, hit the join button below this video. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.